In today's video, I'm going to be explaining some ways, 3 practical ways that you can start to feel like a goddess. We've been talking about divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy, and when these two things come together, what is happening is that there is an invitation for you to really step into being your highest potential, not in the future, but now. What that means for you right now. Beautiful friends, my name is Katherine Live, and I absolutely love talking about divine feminine energy, conscious parenting, divine masculine energy, all of these things that we really need in a very practical way right now to walk the path of our highest potential. When it comes to goddess energy, right? I love this idea. I love this idea that you get to step into feeling like a goddess every day in a way that works for you. This archetype of the goddess is like ultimate confidence. It's like ultimate acceptance of the goodness of life and being unashamed and unapologetic to be that for yourself and to live a life that's very romantic, very fulfilling, and in the way that you like it. I always talk about that in my videos with Isis. It's just like, how do you like it? And the goddess archetype within you is the one that can express that with no shame. So I want to start with the first way. We've got 3 things I want to talk about. Number 1, I want you to come into a much deeper level on what it means to you to be a woman. There have been so many programs and ideas from the outside that have been bombarding you your entire life to tell you what it means to be a woman. There's been ideas from Hollywood, there's been your own mother, there's been, fantasy stories of Cinderella and this archetype of like, one day a man will come and the Prince Charming will be there and then you get to be the princess and have this beautiful life. There's so much that has gone into shaping what maybe you think a woman is. And the number one thing, the first thing of these 3 things that I want you to really journal about, I really want you to explore, is what does it mean to be in womanhood? What is that? What is womanhood for you? It's a huge deal to reach this summertime season of life. But what our society has taught us is that, this is hundreds of years now, is that you have these few golden years in your maidenhood, right? And a lot of that is filled with competition, right? To be the best little maiden, the most beautiful little maiden that you can, right? And then you get the man and you get the kids and you get all the things, right? Check, 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 check. You get the job. Now, it's like the list continues to grow each decade, right? You've got the perfect diet, you've got all the things, it's just whatever. So then you do all that, right? And it's very filled with competition typically in this patriarchal Western civilization. Then it's done. And then you're done. And then there's no more voice given to you. But what happens is that after we cross that threshold of motherhood, after we see what works for us and what does not work for us, and we have the courage to act on that, we start to discover, if you take the time to do this, what being a woman is all about. And we talk a lot about this in my monthly membership, the Womanhood. Because coming into womanhood and understanding that this is the summertime, this is the full bloom, baby. This is it. This is really exciting years. When you can claim that for yourself, when you can claim that word that you are a woman, and you're a proud woman, and you're proud of your life, and you're proud. Okay, a goddess is proud of herself. And that's the mission with that monthly membership, is like, we are in this time right now where it's about acting on our intuitions, so that because right now here we are like in this motherhood archetype, or what the womanhood years, right? We are preparing for the wise woman years. That's what's happening right now. That's the preparation that we are saying yes to now. And you need to understand that that's where you are right now. So the first of the three things that I would say is to become very familiar. You could even make a vision board on Pinterest for this, or something, like visuals that stimulate a yes for what womanhood looks like for you. And that unique perspective is medicine. It's medicine first for you to take in. And then, you can offer that to others simply by the embodiment of being who you are. A second way I want to invite you to find more of your goddess nature is to bring in music all throughout your day. I want you to have different playlists that you play for doing different things, whether it's meditating or getting yourself ready in the morning, all of those self-care acts that really help you feel like you're stepping into that goddess nature. I want you to play music. I want you to bring the element of sound and music. It can be drumming, it can be just very light instrumentals, but there's something about music that is deeply magic. It softens reality for us almost, in a way, right? Because these are intense times and we have intense days. But if you know the song or the playlist that can sort of help you flow through that, or help evoke like a good cry session and fall in love with how beautiful it is that you can cry, that you can release in that way. Which brings me to the third and final point that I want to make, which is embracing the beauty way. Now, I made a video about this years ago now, I think, about the beauty way consciousness. And this consciousness came to me in a very low point in my life. We'd been going to food banks for months. I was, about out of money again. I was physically like emancipated. Like I was just in a very low place on my journey. And that was when the beauty way came in. And it's almost like seeing your reality through a different lens. That's what the beauty way is. You start to realize that every little thing, every little word that your child says is magic. This life is magic. It's like things start to become very sentient. I had to reach a very low moment on my journey to accept life in this way. To accept life is this way. The beauty way is, in a sense, it's like kind of wearing rose-colored glasses, but you've got your feet on the ground. You've got your divine masculine activated, right? I'd love to know what you guys thought of those videos too. Tell me in the comments if you want to hear more about the divine masculine. Embracing the beauty way and your own definition of what is beautiful for you. We all have our own little things, don't we? For some, it's a meal or a loaf of bread. It's just like the most gorgeous thing. It's so beautiful. For others, maybe it's your pets. For others, it's painting or artwork in that way. For others, it's a way that something is said. It's the way that words are delivered in conversation. It's the way you clean your home. These are all very sacred things because you're doing them. Because they're coming from you. It's because but everything is being blessed as you touch it. And that's not to get confused with like a Luciferian consciousness of like thinking that we are above and beyond the rest of reality. It is merged with the knowingness that all life is equal and beautiful in its own way. Justice is beautiful, liberty is beautiful, your freedom is beautiful, your free will choice is beautiful. It's all beautiful. And there's a relaxing and an accepting of that. And when that happens, when we can relax into seeing the beauty. There's like a letting go, like let it all go and just see how freaking beautiful this moment is, you know? It's kind of like that. That is the Beauty Way. I'm going to link the Beauty Way video because I go deeply into that consciousness and into that way of life. But, you know, I know there's a lot of videos of like, well, you've got to have the self-care is like the buzzword of the decade. It's like, you know, you got to have your self-care in place. Well, to me, that self-care is like presence, you know, real presence and real listening about what does it mean to be a woman? How can I infuse my space with sound and, you know, this beautiful energy work that is going to assist me in being in that flow? And what beauty do I see around me? Those three things, if you start really like embracing those in a fresh way, I think you're gonna feel like a goddess. I think you are. I think your everyday life is going to start to feel a little bit more like a goddess. I think the decisions you make about what you wear and setting a little bit more time maybe to do your hair and put it in braids, or you know, wear some big earrings that, you know, just for you. Just because, you know, you'll catch your reflection in the hallway mirror and it's gonna make you like wink at yourself and feel like, I love today. We need more of that. I need more of that in the women around me. So please check out the resources in the description. I've got lots of new, you know, and exciting things for you guys to be checking out, and free meditation. Of course, we have the womanhood that's now open, and I'm just absolutely loving it. I love you guys so much. May your life be blessed with the miracles only you could be so brilliant to command. I love you.